Back in February of 2016, I left Korea to go to Japan for what I thought was going to be a better situation. Not a better situation, that's a little strong. The next phase, the next level for me, what I thought it was going to be. And it was going to be Japan, which is a place that I've always wanted to visit. But it didn't turn out that way. Oh no. No. I came across a couple of situations and circumstances with the teaching job itself, as many of you who are teachers probably can attest to at one point or another in your teaching endeavors and career overseas. You just never know what you're going to get, either with the school or with the people that you work with and or for. And another reason why I haven't been blogging and vlogging is because people are trying to cacao talk me in the middle of my videos. And I ran into a bad situation at this school in Hiroshima, Japan, which is where I was at. I'm not going to get into the details. I'm not going to air my dirty laundry here. Maybe somewhere else I will, but not here. But let's just say that it was not what I expected, and it was unfavorable. So when I moved on from that, I decided, hey, Tom, you need to maybe consider taking this blogging and vlogging thing to the next level so that you can reach your goal with it. So what's my goal? You don't know what my goal is because I've never really shared it with anyone, but I'll give you a little snippet of it here. My dream, or what I would desire most, is as this YouTube channel unfolded over the years, with luck of the draw in many cases, as with some of the writing that I've done on my blog and some of the attention that I received, is somehow figuring out a way to get that to sustain me so that I can go on and do things with my life as a result of it. And what are those things? I'd like to use my time to go to places on this earth where my efforts might be used, maybe with certain NGOs, Christian organizations that are on the forefront of some very dark forces and material that's going on out there. And I would like to be a part of that movement. But the only way to do it is I could go there and teach, but then I wouldn't have really a whole lot of time to be a meaningful, useful part of it. So my goal is somehow, some way, someday to take all of this and have it sustain me in another country. And that these countries, or this country that I have in mind, it doesn't require a lot of money to survive. So it's very possible. You just never know what can happen with these YouTube channels and stuff like that. Anyway, so I thought, hey, here's my chance. What happened is I met this individual who we started speaking, with whom I started speaking. We were talking about this and that, on how to maybe start a business as an offshoot of the Red Dragon Diaries, and it didn't work. I'm just going to leave it at that. It just didn't work out. And I wasn't happy about that, for obvious reasons. At that same time, at that juncture, I had a situation arise in my personal life with my family, something that has been the bane of my existence for many years, and it came to a head at that time. And I had no other choice really but to jump at it and to move on it. So I had to fly back home. I had to sell everything that I just bought. I had to eat the money that I just put into this quote-unquote business thing, and I had to go back home. But it's okay. It's life. Could be better, could be worse. And so there I was back home for about about 3 or 4 months, and it was an interesting time. But a lot of things obtained closure. A lot of things were clarified and remedied and healed, and that's the most important part. And at that time I said, wow, what am I going to do with my life now? And I even made a desperate attempt to try and get back into IT, if you can believe that. I was just in a desperate place, and that's just what I was choosing to try to do. But I also had this F4 visa, which is a visa for what's called overseas Koreans, basically people who have relatives, parents who are Koreans. And it allows you to come and go, live, partake of Korea almost as if you were citizen-ish. So I don't need a job or anything. I don't need a sponsor to show up here and live. I can just come here and do that. And that's what I decided to do. And what I'm doing now is I'm teaching again. And I'm starting up with my blog again because I do have that ultimate goal in mind, as I kind of shared with you without many details. Probably left you hanging a little bit, but maybe over time I'll share it with you if momentum is gained. And I'm in Seoul now, Seoul, and a lot of things are changing. I got a lot of plans. The first thing I'm going to do is learn how to wear my t-shirt straight, and I have plans for the blog. I have plans for my life here. I'm going to learn how to speak Korean for sure. I'm already working on it. I've got a growing log of material and ideas. I'm in the epicenter of martial arts for Korea. Taekwondo, Gumdo, which is Kendo, Judo. I hope to get out there and take a shot at some of that stuff and share it with you all. But that's where I'm at right now, and that's where I've been. And for those of you that shared your condolences and your encouragement with me on that blog post, it's funny, you've got, many of us have hundreds and hundreds of friends on Facebook, and it's amazing that when the chips are down, how few of them step up and show that they're really your friends. And more people through Red Dragon Diaries world stepped up and gave me a bit of encouragement, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much for taking the time to always hit the like button or send me a note and to respond the way that you did recently. It was greatly appreciated. And I have a lot of hopeful things for the future. But most importantly, it's just good to be back here in Korea. I'll share why I came back here. But most importantly, going forward, I'm going to be Soul T again. Thanks for watching. Peace.